Beach, Florida is home to Hankster's Hot Rods Muscle Car and Collector Car Showroom, where we own all of our vehicles. We are not a consignment dealership. If you're watching today's presentation on YouTube, check out our website, hanksters.com. It's where you can find all of our most current inventory. Our YouTube videos we never take down. We leave them up at all times between both our Daytona Beach location and our PA store. We use the same channel for both locations. However, when a vehicle is funded in full, that particular unit comes down off of our website, letting you know it's no longer available for sale. Hankster's Garage and hankstersgarage.com. Check us out. There, not only do we sell and distribute automotive parts and accessories all over the United States, but more importantly, we install them. So if you're watching one of our video presentations and you want AC added, maybe a different wheel and tire package, power steering, power brakes, custom exhaust, different interior, upgraded dash, we can do pretty much anything to your classic car, truck, or SUV that you'd like to. This way, when the vehicle arrives, it's just as you want it, and it's turnkey. You don't have to send it somewhere to have that work done. Just give us a couple days, we'll get it done for you, and that way it'll arrive just how you want it. hankstersgarage.com. So, the Chevelle market is extremely, extremely strong right now. We are doing exceptionally well with everything through 1966 all the way up to 72. And this probably, this particular unit and the 67 are probably running neck and neck in terms of desirability right now. And what I'm talking about is a 1970 Chevelle. So let's check it out. This one is the right car. I think it's going to sell, and I'm going to give you many reasons why. First of all, it is a big block, of course. 454 as indicated on the air cleaner. Car does have a cowl tag up in the driver's side that you can break down if you choose to. We will have a photo of it on our website. Directly below that cowl tag, you will see that big black contraption mounted to the driver's side firewall. That is your power brake booster. So the car does have power brakes. This unit right here, that is your power steering reservoir. So the vehicle does have power steering. And this thing all the way over to your left here, that is an AC compressor. And there are lines running to it, and it is hooked up, and it does function. So, big block, steering, brakes, and air. It's also red with black stripes. So for those of you that know your Chevelles, you know that there is no way to prove without a shadow of a doubt if a car is a true SS or not without a build sheet, and we don't have one. So we are marketing the car as a true SS, but you Chevelle fanatics out there can do your due diligence and check it out yourself. Paint. Top of the hood, top of the fenders, real nice condition. So I believe that the stripes are painted on. If not, they're definitely cleared over. But the black stripes, hood, top of the fenders, the red, the black, everything's in real nice shape on the car. Does have an SS in the front grille right in the center. While we're taking a look up there, let's take a look at the chrome bumper. It's in nice condition. Everything around the headlights there, headlight bezels, paint around the headlights, grille area, everything looks in pretty good shape. So a lot of times we get asked about documentation. We do have documentation with this car. I don't have anything in terms of the paint work, at least not that I saw. There's, I don't know, probably 100 pages in the trunk at least. I'm going to show you some of those. But we do have a receipt for the motor rebuild, which was done in 2020. The paint on the fender on the driver's side is in real nice shape, both high and low. You do have an SS454 badge there on the driver's side front fender. The fender opening there does have a wheel opening molding on it, and that is in good shape. Wheels look to be in good condition. Lug nuts aren't rusted or pitted. The beauty rings look to be in pretty nice shape. Raised white letter BFG radials. Windshield in the front looks good. No chips, no cracks, nothing going on there. The chrome that encompasses the front windshield's nice as well. Car does have dual mirrors on it, one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side door. Body lines on the car are really nice. So first we'll take a step back and get a look at the gapping on your driver door to the front fender and to the rear quarter. Hopefully you can see in the video presentation and in the still photos that the door fits nicely to the lower rocker, front fender, rear quarter. All the lines are nice, uniform. No paint issues at the bottom of the door, so check that out. No blisters or bubbles or cracking, any kind of paint issues going on low on the door. Door glass, quarter glass, look to be in pretty good shape. They have, you know, your typical faint scratching that you're used to dealing with classic cars, but overall the clarity is pretty good through both windows, driver window and quarter window. Door panels are in nice shape too. They look to be newer. Like I said, there's a lot of receipts in the trunk. I didn't look through every last one. I just don't have the time. I just skimmed through them real quick. I looked for big dollar ones. Door panels, armrest look to be in good shape. The entire interior looks to be fantastic. There's been a lot of money spent on this car. We'll take a look in the back seat. So you do have your rear seat belts in the car. Vinyl looks to be in good shape. Dome light illuminates when you open up the driver door. Seat backs look to be in good condition. Floor mats are brand new. Carpeting underneath the floor mat there in nice condition. Not discolored, not torn. Put the seat back. Seat belts in the front. Driver's seats in fantastic condition, both on the seat back and on the bottom portion. Chevelle floor mats up front here. Like I said, they're brand new. I know that because we put them in here. The steering wheel looks to be newer as well. Probably a receipt for that in the trunk. The carpeting in the car in nice shape. Once again, not torn, not discolored, not faded. It is a center console automatic car, staple shifter. Good stuff. We'll show you the interior closer when we're on the test drive. Roof. Paint up top here, in nice condition. No clear coat fade. No kind of paint issues going on up top, spider webbing, anything like that. So let's get a shot down the driver's side of the car. While we're doing that, we'll look low here on the rear quarter. There's no paint issues down there low. And then take a look down the side of the car at the body lines, how the door fits nicely to the rear quarter, to the front fender. There's no waves down the side of the body. All four wheels, there will be a still photo of on our website. It'll show you the lug nuts, the wheel condition, the beauty rings, the tire condition. So take a look at those. They all appear to be in good shape to me. Going to look at a couple things here through our back window. First of all, the clarity. Once again, glass clarity throughout the entire vehicle is about the same. Front windshield, rear windshield, door glass, vent glass, quarter glass. You know, faint scratching, but overall pretty good. You can see your hat rack, speaker rack area there in the back. Nice as well, not discolored, not warped. Top of the seats aren't ripped. The stripes on the deck lid, much the same as the ones on the hood. They have a real nice finish to them. Like I said, I believe they're painted. It certainly looks that way to me, but if not, they're at least, if they're vinyl, they're definitely cleared over. So the rear bumper of the vehicle in nice shape as well. The rubber SS logo there in nice shape. It's not peeling off. It's not faded. The chrome itself, there's no pitting or flaking. You have dual exhaust there sticking out the bottom of the car underneath the rear valance. Take a look in the trunk. So, brand new trunk mat. There is no jack. There is no spare. The trunk's in nice shape. This is kind of cool. It's a little tattered, but we're going to include it in the car. It's a you know, Chevelle handout, copyright 1969. This is the one you would have found in the dealership back in the day. Kind of cool, right? So that'll come with the car. I'm going to put these in my pocket. So I always have this paranoia of locking keys in the trunk. So this is receipts here. Okay. This is just a bunch of, you know, receipts for different things. A little breakdown. So there, I found the dates in here are anywhere from 2010 all the way to 2021. So there's some history on the car, some stuff that was spent. Where was it? Yeah, so December 15th, 2020. The motor was rebuilt, $5,561. The rest of these, 2010, 2011, 2012, 13, you know, you get the idea. Lots of receipts, a lot of historicals. Like I said, I didn't find anything for paint. I didn't find anything for, you know, anything other than the motor that's substantial. Everything else is kind of just like, you know, your normal receipts, you know, door panel receipts, carpet receipts, taillight receipts, trunk rubber receipts, you know, that kind of stuff. So, but you can see that, you know, a lot of money has been spent on the car over basically a 10 to 12 year time span. I'm gonna seal that up so it doesn't go all over the place when we drive. Okay, passenger side of the car. Once again, the body lines on the car are really nice. There's no issues here. I always try to give you guys a shot low, you know, the quarters, the doors, the rockers, whatever we can show you. This way, you know, when you're looking at a classic car, you need to look low for paint issues, because that's where they usually start. Not always, but a lot of times. So take a look at those. There are no issues on this car. The drip rail moldings on this car are real nice. You can see the passenger door, just like the driver. See how it fits nicely to the rear quarter there, and it's not protruding down past the rocker edge. Look in the interior again real fast. You get the other door panel. They're both nice. They both appear to be newer. All your window cranks, door handles there, the chrome on those are nice. You can see that the courtesy lights illuminate when I open up both the driver and passenger side door. Same thing with the dome light for the headlight, or for the headliner, I'm sorry, up in the headliner. Center console looks to be in pretty good shape. Staple shifter, once again, I already mentioned that. It does have a retro radio in it. We'll figure out if that works during the test drive. If I was a betting man, I'd say no. People never seem to want to hook radios up, but passenger seats just as nice as the driver. Once again, the interior all looks to be relatively new, and I'm sure if you sit down and read every single last one of those receipts, it's probably in there somewhere. Bottom of the door, no issues. Paint, blistering, cracking. SS logo there on the passenger side front fender. The wheel opening molding on the passenger side. Oh, we got a little ding in the wheel opening molding right there. Little tiny ding in it. The beauty ring on the car, on the front tire on the passenger side is in good shape. Once again, we take pictures of every wheel so you can kind of blow that up, see the wheel and tire condition. Overall, it's a pretty nice car. So the reason, you know, these are becoming harder and harder to find, and when you do find them, they're pretty expensive. And what I'm meaning by that is a big block SS 1970 steering, brakes, air, center console, staple shifter, a little bit of documentation. So this car should generate some activity on our website for sure. I do encourage you guys to come in person to check out not only this 70 Chevelle or any other piece of inventory you might be interested in, but meet our sales staff face to face, check out our beautiful facility here in Daytona, tour our extensive inventory of classic and collector cars, and look at whatever car you're interested in person. Do not buy these things sight unseen. Come here. We will be glad to pull this 70 Chevelle or any other piece of inventory we have you might be interested in outside for you. You can check out the paint, real good out in the sunshine. You can pop the hood, you can pop the trunk, you can roll the windows up and down. Everything we're doing in this video presentation you can do yourself when you visit our showroom. If you'd like to see the car in the air, we can put it on a rack for you. We have 2 of them here at our facility. You're more than welcome to check out the floor pan, suspension, components, bottom of the motor and transmission, tire condition. We'll let you drive the car. You can see how it performs. We're going to do both an undercarriage presentation and a drive here shortly. See how the car rides, handles. how the performance is out of that 454, how it steers, how it stops. This way, when the vehicle shows up wherever you might be located at, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the car yourself in its entirety. For 20 plus years, we have been selling cars online. That's a long time. We move a lot of units between our two showrooms, and believe it or not, the majority of our sales are conducted sight unseen. But keep in mind, we are in the business of selling 30 to 50-year-old cars. They are not new. They're going to have flaws, paint flaws, mechanical flaws, interior condition issues. That's why I strongly recommend you come here for yourself and check it out. We try to disclose as much as we possibly can in a short 20 to 25-minute video presentation, but to go over the car to the degree that you need to, you really need an hour or better, and we just don't have that kind of time to do that on every single one of our vehicles. So come in person, check it out yourself. Let's take our 70 Chevelle around the building. We'll throw it up in the air and check out the undercarriage, and then after that, we'll do a short little test drive. Underneath our 1970 Chevelle, you have disc brakes up front. You can get a good shot of the front seal. That's dry at this time. You can also get a decent shot of the front of the block there. Like I showed you the receipt in the showroom. It's only, a little over 2 years old because it was done in December of 20. So, 2.5 years old is the motor rebuilt. The frame rails on the car look to be good, driver and passenger side. Your flywheel's covered. The tranny pan looks nice and dry. So let's take a look at our floor pans. We do have a patch here on the driver's side, so if you're not a patch kind of person, pass on this one. But I don't know what was there. Maybe, I don't know, hole, but it's, it's solid now. There's no issues, but there was a little patch there. The rest of the floor pan here on the driver's side looks to be in good shape. Looks to be all one piece. Same thing on the passenger side. So what probably happened there is there might have been a little hole there or something that somebody patched because the rest of the floor pans are in good shape, so they didn't want to replace an entire floor pan for that little section there, would be my guess. Speedo cable's nice and dry. Tail shaft seal, I'm not going to even attempt that you guys can see it because I can't see it and I'm right in front of it. Continuing back with the frame rails on both sides, driver and passenger look to be in pretty good shape. The exhaust pipes you have, well, that is a header. You have headers up there coming down to a dual system that you saw in the showroom. Look at the welds, are nice on the car. The exhaust pipe welds, there's no pinholes, rust holes, rot holes in the pipes or in the mufflers. There is no name brand on the muffler. Maybe in one of those 200 receipts in the trunk, there might be a receipt in there somewhere for the exhaust system. 12-bolt rear that's paired with that big block up front. Gas tank's in good shape. Rear frame rails look good. Running to the bumper there, driver and passenger. Tires are in good shape. Not only is there plenty of tread before you get to the wear bars, but also there's no dry rot or crack in between the treads, which is a good thing. Pretty nice 1970 Chevelle. We're going to take it out on a test drive. We're going to show you how it runs out. Before we do that, let's talk about our payment options. If you're a cash buyer, cashier's check from your bank, bank wire transfer. If you are financing, the collector car lenders we work with will do 5 to 15-year loans on these cars. 10% down of the purchase price is going to be your minimum required down payment no matter what your credit score is. If it's credit score is a little shaky, it's going to be even more than that. But they're going to require at least 10%. Then they will finance us the remainder on a 5 to 15-year deal. No prepayment penalty. So if you get approved for this car, let's say for a 10-year deal, and you want to pay it off in 2, they aren't going to penalize you for doing so. So that makes it nice. It's a simple interest loan with no prepayment penalty. Once the vehicle is funded, we put the vehicle through a pre-delivery inspection process. Make sure that AC is still blowing cold, wipers work, reverse lights work, brake lights work, things like that. they're old cars. Anything can happen. Anything can start leaking. Anything can stop working at any given time. It happens to me on a daily basis, trust me. So we put it through one last shakedown to give it the green light prior to it heading your direction. Once it's through inspection, it goes through detail, and then a carrier is dispatched for the ones handling the shipping. Typically, we can have a driver here within 48 hours. However, it could be a little longer if you're in a more rural or remote destination or difficult location. And for those of you that are, you probably know who you are. So allow us 3, 4, 5 business days, but I promise you, we know you're excited to get your car. We're excited we earned your business. We will make sure your vehicle is safely on the way just as soon as we possibly can. Remember, we can't just dispatch any driver either. We got to make sure they're reputable, licensed, bonded, insured to carry your property, you know, things like that. Let's set our 70 Chevelle down on the ground. We'll take it on a test drive and show you how it runs out. First thing I want you to take notice to is windows are up. You know why? Because the AC is blowing ice cold. So, good stuff. All right, how about tack? 3,439 miles is on the odometer. Title reads exempt. True miles unknown. Clock is ticking. Fuel gauge works. I'm going to venture to say this temp gauge does not work because there's a temp gauge down there. So either it doesn't work or it's inaccurate. How about the radio? Radio works. Horn. Horn works. Driver's side turn. Passenger side turn. Wipers. That's about enough for going through all those gadgets. Dash pad looks to be in good shape. Headliner's good. Center console's in good condition. Staple shifter. Got a big block car in the state of Florida and running AC, so we will keep an eye on our temp gauge. We're idling nicely. AC's running, we're not stalling out. Let's take it for a drive. All right, inside our Chevelle, steering's nice and tight. Speedo works. It's reading accurate, it's not bouncing around. Temp gauge is coming up. So on a big block, you're good. Anything 200 or below, you're good. Especially, we got about 90 degrees today, and we are running the AC. So we're in pretty good shape so far. We'll check it later on the test drive. You can see the car's tracking straight. I'd show you the response in the throttle if this Kia wasn't in front of me, but we'll be up on their rear end in no time. So at the traffic light up here, at the very least, we're going to have to slow down and take the corner. So we'll show you how the brakes perform, but here's the brakes right here. Car stops, no vibration, pulsation issues whatsoever. Car stops nicely, idling nicely, temp's good. That's 75. I'm going to shut it off there. Coming down from 60. Car has good power, real good power. 454, it's responsive in the throttle. This is a sweet car. What more could you ask for? A big block, power steering, power brakes, AC, working radio, red car, center console, staple shifter, running cool. Look, we haven't even hit a $190 yet. You saw me just take it up to 75 degrees in 90-degree temperatures and 110% humidity. We got good oil pressure. This is a sweet one. Look, we're idling nicely. I don't have to keep my foot on the gas. We're not stalling out. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. That's where you can find all the photos of this 1970 Chevelle today, along with this video presentation you are watching right this very moment. At full retail price, our 70 Chevelle includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty is good at any ASE certified facility in the United States. It covers the internal components of the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. I can't floor it, I got a cop in front of me. Covers internal components of the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. It is good at any ASE certified facility in the United States. So you don't have to take it to a Chevy dealership. You don't have to bring it back to Hanksters. You don't have to bring it to Florida. You can probably take it to the same person that's working on your daily driver. Is the price of this car negotiable? It most certainly is, within reason, of course. If we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only, and there's no exceptions to that. Also, the shipping comes off. At full retail price, we do all your legwork for you. We vest the shipper, make sure they are properly licensed, bonded, insured. We set up the pickup. We pay them when they come to pick the car up. And then we arrange the drop off. We stay in touch with the shipper throughout the transportation process. And the negotiated cost, you're going to do all that stuff on your own. Of course, we do have a broker we can put you on with if you need assistance doing that. But it'll be up to you whether you want to send a carrier maybe you've used in the past that you're comfortable with, or maybe you want to come pick it up yourself and trailer it home. And of course, if you're local to us here in Daytona, maybe you're in Melbourne, St. Augustine, Jacksonville, Orlando, you can come drive the 70 Chevelle home. You'll be nice and cool. Once again, check out our temp. That is awesome for a big block car to be 190 with the air running. It tells you the car's set up nicely because it's, like I said, 90 degrees here. That thing should be at least 200, and it's at 190 right now, and we're cool inside the car and we're running cool, so that's awesome. Lots of receipts, a little bit of documentation. Red, 1970, the best year. Again, what more could you ask for? Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Daytona Beach, Florida, and once again, our website is hanksters.com. Please check us out. We would love to earn your business.